welcome to Caribou Country Lifestyle. My name is Cheryl. Tonight I'm doing this in the evening. It's just so much cooler. I did hear a little bit of thunder going on, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it's not going to start raining, but if it does, then it might cut my video a little short. So I've decided to do an evening garden tour, and I'm glad that you could join me. Okay, this first tomato, I totally missed this on my last tour. So this is the mystery tomato, and obviously it's aroma, but it is just loaded with tomatoes. Like, there are tomatoes everywhere on this one, so that's super awesome. Down here, these are my Gold Rush beans, and I've started getting a few little flowers here. I have some other beans that have started producing the beans as well. This here, this is my Sweetie Cherry tomato, and it has started to produce quite a few clusters of tomatoes. Next to that is my Yellow Pear tomato. Again, lots of little tomatoes clustering up there. And then next to this one, next to the Yellow Pear, this is my Cherry Roma. And that's quite a strip of tomatoes on that one too. And there I have some little cosmos, some more cute cosmos here. And then on this side, these are my shishito peppers that I just took the cozy coats off of, and I ended up picking up some tomato cages for them. So right in here we've got little buds starting. So another shishito pepper, and then down here is my third shishito pepper. These here are they are a red annual bunching onion. I think that's what it's called. Then we'll come over to this bed here. Some more cute little cosmos. Got some really pretty marigolds going on there. This first tomato have some flowers, but no tomatoes as of yet. This is an old German. This is the one that I am pruning and staking. This one in the middle of my jalapeno pepper here and my other jalapeno pepper here. I have a tomato in the middle there. That's an old German. That is one that I am not heavily pruning. I am just staking to the panel. Here we have a sweet banana pepper and another sweet banana pepper. This one has got a few little buds starting, another one over here, and then a few more over on this side over there. This is my Carnival Blend tomato in behind. This one I am not pruning, but this one on this side I am pruning. I noticed the one on this side I have a lot more tomatoes. If I move there, I have a good cluster of tomatoes going there, and that's for the Carnival Blend. And that is from the Brandywine family. Here are my Bolero carrots. My sister-in-law was watering for us while we were in Saskatchewan, and she said she tried one and she wasn't a fan of them. So all I know, I've never grown them before. I am growing them because I found they were a large carrot and they were a good storage carrot. So we'll see. Then if we come down here, oh, These snow peas need to be picked. Some of the pods are so full, they're fuller than they should be. So the chickens might end up getting them. I'm sure they'll love that. I already threw them some Swiss chard leaves. Okay, back over here in front of the snow peas, we have our onions. We have Walla Walla onions. I also have a red onion, and I have one Elsa Craig right there. So we come down here, over here, this is my gold zucchini. Again, still not very big, especially when I compare it to this one, which is my green zucchini. I have already picked two pretty good sized zucchinis. I like to pick them when they're not really big. Let's take a look and see if we can find one growing in here. I know I've seen one. Oh, here it is. So I don't know if you can see this one. It's hiding. It's right there. Right there. Down in there. I've already picked two out of there. And this is my gold Chinese cabbage. I only have 3 heads of that. In behind the cabbage is my gladiolas, which I want to grow up along the fence panel. I can't wait until they start to flower. Over here is the Bright Lights Swiss chard. I ended up picking out some of it and giving it to my chickens. I have a better angle from here, all the different beautiful colors of the Bright Lights Swiss chard. And then in the front here I have a snapdragon. So if we come over here, this sunflower, I'm not sure what kind it is. I don't know if I put a tag in here. Oh, this is the Joker sunflower. So I've never grown the Joker sunflower before, so we'll see how that goes. Here are my regular sized cucumbers. I have some Market More. I have some, what are these? Improved Long Green. And I have a couple of little cucumbers starting to form. Where did I see it? Now I'm trying to look, but I did see a cucumber. Maybe it's on the other side. Oh, no. Right in behind this little leaf. There's a cucumber there. And another little baby one there. Not quite any substantial cucumbers. Here we have my leeks. They're doing well. Cracker Jack marigolds. They're looking lovely. Then we have the Black Beauty eggplant. Got a few coming in here. And then over here, we actually have some Royal Burgundy beans growing in here. I have another one, a little bit bigger, right there. And a couple more in here. So this is definitely worth picking. And I have some green beans as well. Tomorrow night I'm having some friends over and some family. And then I have some more Royal Burgundy beans growing in here. And we're having people over for dinner, so I thought I might try and do a side dish of some spicy beans. That'll be fun. These beans here, this is my Dragon Tongue bush beans. And I don't have any beans in here as of yet. But I do have some flowers. So they're coming along. And then I have another snapdragon. I thought I pinched all of that dead head off of it, but I guess I didn't get all of it. These carrots here, these are the Goldfinger carrots. These are one of my favorite carrots. I find that they are super sweet. Just going to see how big this one is. I like to push it down first before I pull it out. So there you go. Not a bad sized carrot for a baby carrot. And I really enjoy them. They're super sweet. And I'll have to rinse that off. That's a little more dirt than I like to have on my carrots. Growing up this panel is my spaghetti squash. So as you can see, I have one there. I have another one coming in right there. And then I have a couple more coming in over here. Once they get big, I will slip them into a little plastic mesh bag and tie that to the panel, and then it won't weigh the panel, it won't weigh the vine down, tied to the panel, and it won't end up snapping and breaking off. Some more lovely snapdragons that are just gonna start to open. Got some Snow White Alyssum. These carrots here, these are the Denver half-longs. Oh, got another spaghetti squash in there. Let's see if we have a Denver half-long. And we'll push it down first, pull it out. Oh, look at that. There's a nice carrot. Might have to actually pick some carrots. So there we have. And all I'm doing is I'm just intertwining these vines from my spaghetti squash onto this panel and having it growing up it. This one here, it's too late to try and have it growing up it, so I just have it going out the side through my dragon tongue bush beans. The bush beans are probably going, hey, what's going on? Okay. Look at this dwarf green curled kale. I absolutely love this stuff. So I picked, let me see, I'm sitting on my beet leaves. So I picked some of this dwarf curled green kale, and I found a recipe, and it was in one of my Instant Pot recipe books. And it was called Crispy Kale Rice. And it was so good. So it's nice to be able to find some recipes to be able to have the kale with, because I mean, I have it every morning scrambled in my eggs, but I mean, there's a lot. So we need to figure out some other recipes. If you have any really good recipes for kale, I would love it if you would share them with me. Okay, we have, these are the bull's blood beets. These tops are absolutely gorgeous. Look at how dark they are. If anybody loves to have beet greens, these are the ones to have. They are just gorgeous. I'm going to move these beet greens. So here, it's easier to see my tomatoes from this side. So these are cherry tomatoes. This one here beside this marigold. And if we look right here, I've got a cluster of tomatoes. These are chocolate sprinkle tomatoes. Look at the streaks that are in these tomatoes. And what they end up doing is they turn red, and then they have those deep, dark green streaks going through them. They're absolutely gorgeous. And next to them, I have quite a few clusters of these tomatoes. This is a natural black cherry tomato. So that is another really nice cherry tomato. And then next to that this is the Sun Gold tomato, which I have not grown before. So the one on the left, this is one that I am not pruning. And then we'll come over to the other side. Let's take a look at my Toscano kale. It is just busting at the seams. Tons of kale. Don't know what I'm going to do with all of this. Okay, so here on this side you can actually see the clusters of tomatoes growing all on here. And this is all the Sun Gold tomatoes. In the front, these carrots here, these are the Nanty Scarlet carrots. Scarlet Nanty carrots. Let's take a look. Push down. Pull it up. Oh, that's a beautiful carrot. Oh my gosh, I am going to have to pick some carrots. That is gorgeous. That doesn't sound encouraging. Okay, let's speed these things up. In the front here, these are the cylinder beets. Still haven't picked that beet that I showed you the last time I did. Got some little baby ones, but they're coming along. Got 2 rows of those cylinder beets. I'm gonna pick some eventually. Beautiful calendula. My annual bunching green onions. These are the ones that reseeded themselves. Then we have the celery. And then this vine that's growing up here, these are my pickling cucumbers. And I'll just show you. Got one there. I've already been picking some. I think I've picked 7 off of here so far. I think it's on the other side. Got some more coming in there and there. But I had another one. It's got to be on this side. That was, oh, here it is. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Give it another day or two and I'll be picking that one too. I'm trying to get enough to make a jar of pickles. It's my grand scheme, my plan. Oh, let's come in here. Look at that. So this is my sunburst squash. And look at that. That is pretty much ready to pick. And here we have more calendula, but if I come over on this side, I have another one right in here, almost ready to pick. Got some little babies coming in there too. If I look down in here, got some more coming in there. I love this sunburst squash, and it tastes like, if you sauteed it or grilled it or whatever, it's just tastes just like zucchini. Okay, over here we have the kohlrabi. I have picked kohlrabi, going to pick this one here. My sister-in-law has picked a couple of kohlrabi out of here. She has decided she wants to grow kohlrabi in her garden. Got a couple more right there. They're doing so well. Trying to pick them before they get too big. In behind, I've got some celery. On the other side, these are my golden Detroit beets. I have a really nice one that you can see right there coming in. Another little baby one there. Here I planted the Hakiri salad turnips. They're coming in here. So that's awesome. My snap peas need to be picked. Got a few coming in there. We were in here the other night picking snap peas. Oh, this needs to be propped up and put in here so it can keep going. Huh. Okay. Over here, this is my butter crunch lettuce. Then I have the rutabagas. I want to show you, I had shown you before this rutabaga. I want to show you what it looks like now. Look at that. That one on the right is massive. I might have to pick that and before it gets any bigger. Then if we come around here, this first tomato plant, I actually can see the tomatoes better on this side. So these are the black Krim tomatoes coming in over here on this side. And then I have my Aunt Ruby's German green. And I do have some tomatoes coming in. And if you lift up that leaf, there's some there. Some more black. This is a black Krim. This is a black Krim. Another butter crunch lettuce. And then we have here are the Big Berthas. And I have unveiled these from behind my Cozy Coats. They are doing amazing. Have some buds and some peppers starting. This one I don't have any buds or peppers on it yet. But it'll come. I'm sure of it. My sister-in-law came and picked some more of my romaine lettuce. I have a red romaine and then a regular romaine. And we just pick the outside leaves. That's all we do. We don't pull up the whole thing. Just pick the outside leaves. Cayenne pepper. New Girl tomatoes growing in there. Some more New Girl tomatoes. Some cute little marigolds. My other cayenne pepper. It's got some buds on it right there. A couple right there. Some more over there. So we'll be having some peppers on there. Here we have the calendula. These are the green beans I'm going to be picking. I have quite a few coming in here. Got a bunch. If I look underneath there, I have some more growing in there. If you just pick up they're growing in everywhere. So I think for sure I'm going to be making some spicy green beans as a side dish with our dinner tomorrow night. Everybody loves spicy green beans. Okay. Let's move on. Here, oh, I gotta show you this. Isn't this gorgeous? So this is the Ruby Lavatera. I love this. And it is just, this is one plant. And look at all the blooms all around on this one plant. It's gorgeous. Okay, here we have the Genovese basil. Look at the little pollinators going in and out of that monk's hood. It just keeps going in one and out and in and out. It just keeps going. So cute. More alyssum, some lobelia. Got some portulaca. This one's about to open up. More snapdragons. Got a geranium. No buds on that one yet. There's another yellow portulaca. I think this borage is almost done for. I haven't seen too many buds lately on this opening up. More lobelia. There's my green curled parsley, flat leaf parsley. My lilies are pretty much finished. I have just this one yellow one in there, and I think the red ones are pretty much finished. Got another portulaca. I love this one. Look at that flower on that portulaca. That's so pretty. It almost matches the snapdragon. Oh, and here we have the stalks. Those are so pretty too. Well, let's come around here. Still lots of mint growing. Snapdragons. These are the vanilla marigolds, calibrachoa, some more calibrachoa on this side. And then if we come over here, I got a new addition to my pot. So my brother-in-law has a 3D printer, and he made this little whirligig. And he asked me if I wanted it, what color do I like? And I'm like, I like those colors right there. So he ended up just giving me that one. And it's so cute. Got some more marigolds. I like that. Snapdragon. Hey Callie, it's a cute one. That one's pretty spectacular too. Love that. Okay, we're gonna come in here close. This is my Scorpio cabbage. Then if I come over here, this is the Lenox cabbage. Then in this one, these are my unknown cabbages. I don't know what variety this is. So there's one. And here is the other one. I'm keeping this netting on because I need to keep the cabbage moths from laying eggs onto my... I ended up pulling out some of my cauliflowers because they just didn't do very well. And this one here is another cabbage. But let's come over here. And this is my snow crown cauliflower. That one looks really nice. And then I have a couple more, another little one. I can't really see it, but I have a couple more in here. Okay, coming over on this side. This is the bonbon squash, and I have seen some in here. Oh, there's one. Look at that. I've never grown bonbon squash before, but I've heard good things about it. So I just gotta step gingerly because this vine is gone crazy. It is everywhere. It's growing in through my potatoes. It's everywhere. Oh, there's another one right there. So it'll be awesome to see what these are like, even going out the fence at this end. This one here, it doesn't vine. Oh, there's another bonbon squash. This is my mashed potato squash. Not a big vining out plant. And I grew this last year, but this year I only have one plant. So I'm not going to get very many with just having one plant. Here are my potatoes. I'm starting at my late variety potatoes. We'll make our way down. And then we start getting into mid-season potatoes. Trying not to step on these vines. Here's this bonbon squash growing into my potatoes. It's coming out that other side. These are the mid-season potatoes. Then we're getting into early to mid-season. These are the Christina potatoes. And then on the end here are the Jennifer. And I've picked out 2 plants so far and taken out some potatoes as we needed them. Going to jump over here. This is my pumpkin. And my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, we were in here looking, and there's a pumpkin there. There's another pumpkin right there, and another one beside that. Another one over here. Oh, there's a bigger one in there. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta move this little leaf. There it is. And then If we come out, I've got a vine growing all the way. This is my pumpkin. Going along the potatoes. It's almost gonna kick Callie in the butt. We got to come out to the other side of the fence. Watch out, Callie. So it's coming out through the fence. So here we have another pumpkin. Another pumpkin. One there. Then we came out here. Oops, bumped my... Look at that one. That's a pretty good sized one. Then we come over here and even bigger. And I have another one in behind there. I'm just crawling along the black plastic, looking in. Another pumpkin there. And I seen another one right there. We have a lot of pumpkin coming in here. Okay, so let's go back on the potatoes. This is the candy roaster squash. And I'm just trying to get in here to show you one of the bigger ones. So here is the candy roaster squash. An oblong. I don't know how big it's going to get, but this is the shape of the candy roaster squash. And we have it coming through here. This is all candy roaster plants. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. Because I had 3 plants of candy roaster squash. It's going out through the fence down there. And then over here we have the Sunny V corn, and it's growing amazing. It's starting to get the little tops on it, and in amongst the Sunny V corn, let me try and get through here without hurting anything. This squash is my butternut squash. I haven't seen any butternuts, but I'm sure they're in there. I'm just not sure if we have. It's just starting to vine out, and it looks like it's going to go through the fence too. So we'll see. Okay, I think that's it for this part of the garden. We are going to go up on the deck. Change of plans. I wanted to bring you in here. So look at all these sour cherries. We have already picked over half. Can you believe it? And with having picked over half, I have 3 large freezer bags filled with pitted sour cherries, and I still have more to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, here are my strawberries. Haven't been getting as many strawberries, but I have a couple of different varieties. Some are June bearing and some are ever bearing, but I'm letting them spread their wings, and I'm letting them start new plants over there. But the raspberries are still producing lots. I've got just raspberries everywhere, but these are so low growing. Like, look at how close to the ground that is. I have to literally be on a seat to pick these because they're so low. I mean, that's what I wanted. I wanted raspberries, and just got to wait until they get us more established and get bigger. This one's starting to get bigger, and the raspberries are growing on it, but I wish they were a little taller. Just for picking purposes only. Here we had the white flowers, and now the flowers are done. This is my elderberry, and as you can see there, I have a little elderberry and a couple more there. So they're coming. This one's still in flower, so it's going to be a little bit before it has any of the elderberries on it. Okay, we're on the deck. So here we have some of my flowers, and pretty much all of these flowers that are in here I started myself. Okay, we have this first tomato. This is the Lemon Boy, and it's got a couple of tomatoes on it. I got one there and another little eeny weeny one coming in there. This is the other Lemon Boy. Again, I got one tomato there. This is the cream sausage, and we have a few tomatoes on here. My other cream sausage, I actually had to pick a couple off. They had blight on them. Then we have my basil. This one here, I forget what it is. This is the Manitoba. No tomatoes on that yet. More pretty petunias. Got some snapdragons, another Dusty Miller, and another geranium. This is the Indigo Rose. Look how black those cherry tomatoes are. And like I say, they're black, but when they're ripe, you're going to look on the bottom, and if they are green on the bottom, they're not ready. But once they start turning red on the bottom, then you can pick them and eat them. They're such a cute tomato. I love them. This is the San Marzano. Have a few tomatoes coming in on there. And up on the top there. I've been picking off of these. I see another one that's starting to turn. That's the Torenzo, because it's a red. And then the yellow tumbler here, and another yellow tumbler there. Been picking off of those. This one here is the Celebrity. Got a few tomatoes on that. Another Celebrity. Got a few more tomatoes there. Another Indigo Rose. It's so cool. I love that. And then my jalapenos here. Lots of flowers on my jalapenos. They seem to like the deck. And then some more, the Calibrachoa. These ones I did not start myself, but everything else in this pot I started. I did save some seeds from this Calibrachoa, so I will be able to start some of these all on my own for next year. Most of these, this pot here, I did not start any of these. This pot, I did not start any of these. And then this one, I didn't start the Calibrachoa, but that's my geranium, my lobelia, my petunias, and isn't that pretty? That's my straw flower. More of the jalapenos, got some more flowers, got some actual peppers. I don't know if you can see this, but right here I have a pepper starting to grow. Right there. This is another Manitoba, but don't have, oh I do. Here's one. Right there. And then over here is another San Marzano. Have one here, a couple up here, and a couple more on this side on the San Marzano. And then behind my door, this was the other cream sausage that I picked a couple of ones that had blight on it, but I have a cluster right in there. And then I have a couple more down below. Then in this basket, this is the yellow tumbler. As you can see, I have some of the yellow and then the red Terenzo going upright. So I guess the rain's not going to happen, which I mean I'm okay with, but it would be nice to have some rain to water and not leave it up to me to have to water. So we live in a zone 3. We live in the Cariboo, and we're the central interior of BC, British Columbia, in Canada. And with the zone 3, we definitely have the warm weather, but we don't have a very long season. So we probably have about 110 days of a growing season. So this is the reason why we have to start our tomatoes inside. Another reason why I use my Cozy Coats for my peppers, and that turned out really well this year, so I'm really happy about that too. The peppers on the deck seem to be doing good, and I didn't even use the Cozy Coats. I think the deck retains a lot of heat, like it's just a lot of full sun that's going on. We have sun on the deck right from when the sun rises until basically when it sets. That part where all my flowers are in the corner, that part there never gets shade. When it's sunny, it's on it pretty much the whole day. So that's, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm glad that I did bring my jalapenos out there. I have those 2 jalapenos in my raised bed, but I did use the Cozy Coats for those, and those were massive. Like, they were like that tall. And they are just starting to get buds on them, where these have flowers on them and they're starting to produce the peppers. So maybe having them on the deck is the way to go. I don't know. I mean, every year is different, and all you can do is try. If you don't try, then you're not going to get any results at all. Well, I actually did feel a couple of raindrops. So I'm going to sign off. I just want to thank you for joining me. And if you like the video, put a like in there. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.